Hello and welcome. Today we're checking out Tainted Grail. This is by Awakened Realms Digital, set to come out sometime next year. A bit of an early look at this one, but it's sort of open world Arthurian RPG. And so there's a bit of a backstory actually with this game. It was on Kickstarter a while back as a board game. They were asking for $40,000. They got $5 million. So somewhat of a success, and now we're playing the digital version of that board game. I think that board game actually just recently shipped. So let's take a look at it and see what we can do. This is a bit of an early look. It's not set to come out until next year, but we can see what the thing's all about. Welcome to Tainted Grail. You know, things will change. This is pre-release, that kind of a thing. Let's just see the game and hear the story.
Is dying. Its barren fields provide little food, and its crumbling walls offer no protection. As the power of the guardian men here fails, the weirdness creeps ever closer. Twisting places, creatures, and even space itself. Despite this, the people of the farmhold refuse to leave. Instead, Lord Yvain led 4 of their best on a desperate mission to Camelot. They promised to bring back help. They never returned. Now those left behind are growing desperate. They will try to bestow the burden of their fate on someone else. New heroes, with an even slimmer chance of success.
So yeah, it's got kind of clearly a dark Arthurian kind of a setting here. We've got these guardian men here that are like sitting in our town, and it's our job to keep them working. They are falling apart, however. So it's going to pick up, choose our character, and sort of dive in here. Now, this game says that since it's an early build, basically they're all the same. They do start differently, however. Bayor is going to start like in the tavern, and then Eily is like more of I guess. Oh, she lives out in the woods. It says right there. So starts different, but basically plays out the same way. We'll be Bayor today.
You've been sitting in this dark hall for the better part of the day. The bitterness of your ale, a good match for the bitterness of your thoughts. They found you insufficient. They left you behind like a broken tool.
The one you decide suddenly throbs. So there's like very few options here. I can't adjust the voice volume. I can't adjust the music volume. So it's all out of whack. And it's like there's voice acting every once in a while, just whenever they feel like acting, I guess. Anyway, we got a wound in our side. It's throbbing. You punch it in response to pain. I'm that kind of a guy. You notice one of the farmhold's guardians standing in front of you, his mouth agape. Just ignore the guy. You quaff more ale and notice the man is still there, anxious to speak.
I am sorry, but it's your turn to lay an offering.
My turn to lay an offering, eh? The godforsaken offering. It was not your turn today, and even if it were, you know the truth. The men here's protection won't last. Oblivion stretches into cold hand towards Connacht Farmhold after claiming many other parts of Avalon. Leave me alone. He stands there weighing his options. You ignore him, and soon he departs with a disappointed sigh. Time passes, your wound throbs again, as if something was trying to rip you free and join the rolling clouds of weirdness outside. Sitting here any longer would be a torture. Fine, we'll go outside. Welcome to the pre-alpha. Okay, so we are outside. Let's get through all this stuff. I know what I'm doing here. Get out of the way. Okay, so here we are in town. I'm that guy right there, Bayor. We can see all these things that are around here. So this is an open world kind of thing. We can go do whatever we want to do. We have on the side here, we've got town management, not available in the demo. We can see where we can move around here. We can see my quests. My job is to go check out the men here, which is hanging out in the middle of town. It's a happy-looking fellow. We've got my character panel right here. Eventually, we can level up and, you know, bounce around and all kinds of upgrading and things. We can explore sites. We can go get some new skills. The combat is a card-based kind of a thing, and we'll see that here in just a minute. And inventory. I got a key. I got an apron, and I've got myself a rusty hammer and some bread. Looks like. And we can camp out if we want to. Also, we have a couple of abilities here. There's one thing also different about the characters. Bayor here has a chance to increase his damage and armor for a while. The other, what's her face? She has like a bird, like a crow. She can send out to do scouting things out in the world. So a few different things, I suppose. Anyway, let's go over here and have a chat with the men here.
The local men here now towers above you, weathered and cracked, its ribbons flapping in the wind. The thought that this tired old thing is the only protection from pure weirdness outside a farmhold sends shivers up your spine.
Okay, I'm shivering all over. In here, towers above you, weathered and cracked. Raised by Merlin.
Raised by
Okay.
Merlin himself in the Age of Conquest, are said to have different appetites. The one before you seems to best respond to fresh blood, and its thirst is not easy to quench.
So yeah, he's a friendly fellow. So we can look for a sacrifice, or we can, do it myself. But I'm not really in the sacrificing myself kind of set of mind right now. So let's go look for something else. Can be said with animal blood just as easily as with human offering. Unfortunately, livestock are now scarce and very expensive. Need to hunt down some wild creatures. Bring it back to this place. Thought of chasing prey on the edge of the weirdness makes you anxious. I slide past the Equinox prison broke. Maybe there's another safer way to appease them in here. Oh, we may go to oh, I guess I could go over there. I saw there's a dog. There's a dog here we can go take out. We can also go to the prison. I haven't tried that. So I did a little bit of test game, and I went out and killed a dog, brought the dog back and did that. I'm curious, though. Let's go to the prison and just see what they have to say for themselves. Nope, let's go kill a dog. All right, so welcome to combat. So we've got, each round we're going to be dealt 5 cards. You notice the different colors of the cards, red, blue. There's a few different other ones. I have 1 armor, so adding like 10 armor is going to give me 10% armor boost. The big part of the game basically is you're going to be using, for instance, red cards, which will gain you momentum, which once you hit 10, then you're really good. These are the same no matter which character you pick right now. And basically it just makes you amazing. So if I do all red cards, I get 10 red, I get the brawler thing. 10 blue makes me a fighter, and it gives me all kinds of bonus things that lets me slaughter everything. So let's see what these things can do. So I can do 7 to 11 damage to all enemies. There's only 1 there. And gain 1 of these things for each enemy hit. And then the momentum is what comes in next. If the next card is red, I get another one. So sure, we'll do that. Take that. Would have been better for more things, but there's 2. And then we'll do more. Let's do this one. Takes 2 energy. I have 3 energy to use. Actually, I only have 1 left. So I can do this one. For if the enemy has negative side effects, 18 to 30. He doesn't have any, but that would be nice to have if I had some negative start effects. If next card is not red, well, we'll just go ahead and do this one. Take that. Okay, they're going to be another one of those. Next turn. He's going to chew on me for 11 damage. We can see what he's doing here. He's going to be applying a buff to himself next turn. You can see some of his stats up there as well. You know what? I'm just... I'm going to do this one, and then, what do you? Charge of blue, I can heal. I don't care about healing. So blue's more like defensive kind of things. Red's more Bayor, I think. It's best put. We're going to do that, and then there's a chance of critical. We're going to chance of critical our swift strike. Nope. And we're going to go, don't need no criticals. Take that, dog. Okay. Give me your meat. I think I also, it doesn't say it there, but I think I also got... I should have gotten it. Yeah, dog carcass. There we go. So now I have a carcass. I can go dump it off at the minute. I'm curious about this, however. Let's go see what happens if we go to the prison. Lone guard posted by the door of the broke. He should be guarding the lone prisoner, but instead he's immersed in a drunken dream. We'll leave him be. Oh no, I don't want to talk to him. Hey, wake up. The guard growls. Shouldn't you be at the men here spilling your stupid blood? Go away, unless you got something for my headache. No? So get lost. I'm supposed to bring a prisoner as a sacrifice for the men here. I can give him some mead. If I had mead, I could give him some. Oh, you know what? I'm supposed to be taking a prisoner there. Look like I care. Or should I just say it again? So if I had mead, he would, okay. I get it. Let's take our dog carcass back here and, spill some blood and save the world and all that. All right, ready for a sacrifice? Yeah, we're going to toss some animal remains here. I can do my, yeah. That one. Spill the blood of the foot of the statue. The cracked stones drink greedily. Cutscene?
You feel the Menhir's power surging.
That was a quick cutscene. Okay. Power surging.
Once again, the weirdness is pushed back. Once again, the land returned to Kuanacht is smaller than before, barely reaching past the furthest buildings of the farmhold.
Okay, bystanders dispersed and you sit down to catch your breath. Most of the people are now heading for the meat hall. and raise a toast for yet another day Kunacht bought itself with blood. As you contemplate joining them, you notice a smaller group of villagers moving towards the abandoned houses at the edge of the farmhold, now safe from weirdness. You get some words from the wealth about the wealth they're hoping to find in homes that belong to champions of Ivan's expedition. It might be a good idea to see what's happening over there, especially since the knight who rules Kunacht doesn't seem to be around to stop the looting. Okay. Alright, we got ourselves a new level. We can go check that out and see what we can do. So we basically just get new cards when we level up, as far as I understand. Let's see. These are all blues. If critical, like bleeding. Next card is blue, you get 5 armor. If next card is blue, draw an extra card. Or, if it's not blue, increase bleeding duration. Sure. That took 3 energy. I shouldn't have got that one. Bad pick. I want this one. 1 energy is always better. Not necessarily. Okay, so what was our quest? We can either go... Do we have a choice now? We do. So we got the last days of Kunacht. We can go back and gather in the mead hall with our folks. Open-ended, right? We can go... Aethir was a father to you. Crowd gathers near his home and can't mean anything good. We have skateboard, which one we just finished. So we can either go to the guy's home. Where is it at? Over here. Or we can go to the mead hall. Let's go to the side quest. We liked old Aethir. People gathered in front of Aethir's house argue loudly. Some of them are trying to stop the others from breaking the door down. It seems like the crowd wants to loot the house before the weirdness once again cuts it off from the rest of the town. As much as you hate the idea of robbing your friend and mentor, you can't deny that Aethir is most likely dead. And even if he isn't, with the weirdness clouding roads and trails, he will be hard-pressed to ever return. Stop this madness. No. I'll let you in. Aren't you his apprentice? You push through the crowd and open the door with the key Aethir entrusted with you. Everyone enters the building and starts rummaging around. Seeing all these people looting Aethir's home almost makes you hope he will never return to see the aftermath. As you prepare to gather tools scattered around a large workbench, you notice a piece of parchment on the floor under it. Did the draft carry it from the table, or was it discarded by Aethir? In the short note, your master explains the reason why Yvain did not take you on his quest. Young Lord of Kunacht believed you were too reckless, and he saw your wound as a liability. But Aethir never doubted you. He believes that, should Ivan's expedition fail, you are the second best chance Kunacht has. As you finish the letter, you notice some people were reading it over your shoulder. Have you seen this? Beor is going to save us. Aethir himself appointed him. Try to take the letter back, but the man slips by you and disappears in the distance, heading for the mead hall. You let out a single resigned sigh. You should probably go to the elders. He stole my letter. Okay, to the mead hall. Moment you enter the mead hall, all eyes turn toward you. The man who took your letter is here, flushed, panting. Next to him, you see the maimed knight himself.
Is that true? Did you know about this letter?
Whatever it says, not important. In the end, Aethir never delivered it. They know about... No, I didn't. It might be true. Regardless, according to the letter, you are trustworthy and capable of holding your own out there. It's good enough for me. Guards, escort everyone out. Soon all townsfolk are gently escorted outside, ignoring the pleas of people who just started their drinks. The maimed knight returns you the letter. Guards take their post on the other side of the door and make sure no one is eavesdropping by the outside wall. You're now alone with the knight. Try not to look at the bandages covering half his face, or think about the unsettling stories you've heard about him.
I kept watching you today. I needed to see how well you deal with hardships and obstacles before I tell you the truth.
You saw me kill a dog. You saw me and raid my friend's house. Nod your head and listen.
Lord Yvain left me in charge of this farmhold. I thought the task was beneath me. Turned out it's quite the opposite.
He looks at his bandaged hands and then turns back towards you.
I cannot travel outside anymore. Will you help me?
What do you want me to do?
We have to find a way to strengthen the Minir and buy more time, so that Yvain may finish his quest. Blood is not sufficient anymore. We need another source of power to lay at its feet.
Where should we look, Liam Neeson?
In days of old, before the purges, it was druids who took care of Minirs. The one Yvain cast out from the city may still be alive. You may also ask someone who knows a thing or two about objects infused with magic. Your people speak about a witch in the woods to the west. Maybe she knows what could help our stone.
So we have a choice, okay? Clouds of weirdness are still just outside the town. It's impossible to travel. Reaches for a satchel for side and hands you a couple of candles made from strange dark wax. You shudder. You never thought you'll get to use one of these foul things. Weird candles. Make every one of them count. Some more may still be bought from Connacht. There an A in there before, but they get scarcer every day. Do not make a mistake of thinking that their light turns you invulnerable. If you keep peering too long into the weirdness, it is bound to look back. His hand touches the bandage on the side of his face. If you don't go out there, no one will. In weeks, the town will be swallowed whole. Don't wait until the weirdness is at your very doorstep. Okay, new quest. Go outside. Let's do it. Find either the witch or the druid. Ask them for the help with the minion. Okay. So, well, we know some of the... There's the witch. Can we just go straight over there? And we've got... where's the other one at? Well, we don't know. I didn't mean to go there. No. There's a doggy over there. Well, let's go over here. Can we do this? Out the gate? Lone guard glances at you nervously as you step past the farmhold's gate. Hope you're not planning to bail on us, now that the roads are a little bit clearer, like this ungrateful foundling did. Who? You know, Nianti's herb girl, Eiley. Hey, she's the one I could have picked before. She stormed off as soon as you lit them in here. Where was she going? She never tells us when she's sneaking in or out of the farmhold, but this time she went down the path leading to Caraway Inn. If you stumble upon her, maybe you can talk some sense into her. Is she like a character in the game? Do I need to be... Oh, there's a dog. Crazed dog. Let's go kill the crazed dog. Okay, fight time. Alright, same thing. We got me and one dog. No problem. We got the big damage one. We've got the next card is red. It costs less things. Ooh, that might be good. Let's do this one. Now your non-red runes to lower... Okay. No worries. That one. That'll lower it to 1. There we go. And then damage. Excellent. Ouch. And bleeding for 3 turns. I don't really care about that one, but gain 3 red if we do this. Oh, we do. We're going to kill the dog in no time. So it's not really important. But we could do that. He's bleeding now. He's going to die. Now we can get armor. Just go ahead and stun him. And we've got this now, which basically just makes it to where all of our cards, all red cards, cost 0 this turn. And they are 100% damage. So we're going to basically slaughter him next turn if he was to survive next turn. We've got 1 XP, bit of food out of that. I got these candles. How am I supposed to use these things? It feels like I should be using them. Where are they at? Weird candle. Brave the weirdness without losing sanity. Lasts for 3 turns. Okay, am I losing sanity here? How do I put it into my hotbar? Oh, not that one. The candle. Down there. And then use it? Ah. What's that? Resource pile. Okay. Let's go this way. Yeah, that way. Hello. Which is supposed to be a piece of local folklore that wet nurses used to scare little brats into submission. Now, as you stand in front of her place, you feel a shiver coming down your spine. Was she real all the time? Or did the weirdness conjure her from your town's myths and legends? She's like in our backyard. Whichever is true, her devastated old ruin of a house looks like the piece of nightmare. Even though there's a faint candlelight coming from inside, everything about this place screams run away. No, get closer. You barely take 1 step toward the door when a weird claimed monstrosity pounces right at you from the dark. Oh, it's a spider with a wolf head. Well, that's terrifying. Okay. We got 1 red card, so we're going to... Maybe we should take some armor this turn. Cost 1. Do this one. Get a free card. We will we'll armor up, and then we will... What do we have here? Move that. I don't have any negative status effects. Sure, I'll take some resistance for a turn. Because he's terrifying looking. He's got 164 hit points. Ouch! Let's do some damage. There we go. So we're going to do this one. And then this one's a freebie. Oh, no, none of that. And then Stun him. We got 1 more point left, right? Yep. 10 armor. The armor does not stack. Okay, take the armor. Okay, we got him stunned that turn, so that's good. Not a lot of red, but we can do that one, and then we only get 1 more. A lot of damage there. What's that? Oh, I should have done these. Oh, no, these blues are really good. I should have done these. I've been sort of ignoring them because they are not necessarily good. This one gives me two glyphs each time. Smack him. What'd you do? Plus 10 armor. Okay, you're going to attack. Oh, no, you're going to attack me next turn. All right, let's see what we can do here. So, this one just gives us damage. This one gives us... If he has negative status, he doesn't have negative status right now. But if we can give him one, however... Can I give him one? If critical, apply bleeding. So maybe give him critical. Sure. No. My card's blue, gain 5 armor. I don't know how many of those. Let's just go with... just go with damage. Reduces armor. Sounds like a good idea. And then one of those. No, none of those. But we got 10 now. So we could actually use this now and get both these off, which is going to double both of the damage on these. They're both pretty good cards. Do we risk it? Do we do it? Or do we save it? Let's save it. I got a good feeling next turn. Okay, good. We got 3 of them now. That's 94 days. That's great. Yeah. So take this. And that one. No, none of that. I was so excited and it ruined it. Oh, man. We'll do this one here. Got him. Okay, got some meat out of him. I don't think I want to eat that meat. With the beast dead, there's nothing preventing you from entering the hut now. Go inside. Oh, I should have examined the beast. Door creaks, you step inside, only to be stunned by a loud bang and a sudden flash of light. Your ears are ringing. Among the smoke, a silhouette of a hooded woman waves her hands, performing what looks like a magical gestures. She doesn't look so friendly. We're here to talk to her, so I'm not going to attack her. Mysterious incantations soon change into a more discernible curses. You bloody fool. Do you even realize what you've done? Without my pet, the next weird bear to come this way will simply barge in. You look back towards the creature you killed outside and suddenly feel a pang of shame. Get out of here before you do more damage. Offer her money. Please, my apologies. Yes, I'll be sure to remember you're sorry as the beast of weirdness ripped you to shreds. The vitriol in her words could eat through a steel plate. Okay, what can I do to settle the score? Maybe a way to undo the damage you've done. I know of a geese I could use to bind a new guardian to this place. She thinks for a while. There's one ingredient you'd have to bring me, though. The black tongue of a man hanged for his crimes. Where would I find that kind of thing? A couple weeks ago, when the trail was still open, a patrol from Camelot caught and stringed up some brigands not far from here. Look for a great lone oak. That one right there. The brigands are still there. Oh, and there's the folks. Okay. I see. It's going to be that kind of game, huh? Either that, or you could wait until someone in your farmhold deserves a good hanging. Just keep in mind the crimes need to be real. Okay. Will do, ma'am. And I can't think of a better time to call it a day. This is Tainted Grail. It's set to come out. I don't have a date other than just 2020. So sometime in the future, it's going to come out. But there is a Steam page that you can wishlist or whatever. You know, I'll put a link below and you can check the thing out. Anyway, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.